when you look at the chart here, you see how price moves. Price moves up and down, up and down, up and down. Do you notice that? Moves up, down, up, down, up, down. That is structure. Do you understand? That's the movement of price, forms the structure of the chart. So if you're in the 4-hour, you realize that we want to see a clear movement up and a clear movement down. A clear movement up and a clear movement down. You also notice that there are times when price moves and it gets to a place, it doesn't seem to move beyond that level. It moves up and down in a range. What I mean by a range is when you look at this, like for example, the whole of this part. Let's say this part. You need to come down a little bit. So this area, let me use a box. What if you look at this part? You realize that price was moving within this range. Do you understand? So which means that when we have structure and we are looking at an up and a down and an up, you see, this area all was in a range. You know what I'm saying? So if you come up here, you come to the bottom of the range, then you go up. You know what I'm saying? Something like there. And then you see, because if you are on the 4-hour, you want to see clear ups and clear downs, clear ups and clear downs, clear ups and clear downs. So here like that, you see from here, we were in the range. So because we're in the range, you cannot say you'll be moving like, let's say, something like this. Up, I'm saying color. That's what I'm saying. Color again. You wouldn't say you'll be moving something like up, down, up, down, up. You know what I mean? Because you're in a range, because you're in that range, what you're going to do is you just move one step up, which is the whole of this thing, moves down and then it goes up. Because you're seeing the clear moves. Like here, like that. You see, here and here too is in a range. And I did do some video with Adam. So you see all these places in the range, which means that from here to here, you came down here and move up again. So what I'm meaning is that you see from here to here, you came down and moved up again. So you cannot say you would draw the lines like this because clearly we can see that if we are in a range on this one, we move all the way from there and then came here. And then from there, we cannot say we are coming down here and move up again. So what we'll do with this is we are coming all the way down here. You know what I mean? Move up before we come all the way down here. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because this is relatively clearer. If it is not even clearer, you can just ignore it and move all the way to the bottom. Do you understand? And then you see this is relatively clearer, but you see here, and then here is what? In a range. Do you get what I'm saying? Here to here is a range. So if you are moving up and you come down, you have to move here again. So you can do it this way for this, because you see, when we are talking about this range at the top here, what we are looking at is we are looking at something like this. Sorry. We are looking at, oh God, go back. You're looking at this down and down. You see, that's what you want to ignore. You don't want those things. What you want to, so like here, like that, we started from the bottom. So it was this down and now up. You see, it doesn't have to come up here again and maybe go down. So this up, down, and then up. You see, went all the way up. Even there, this one we can say went all the way up here. Do you understand? Up here before we came down, because you can also see that this is a range. We are ranging in this area. Do you understand? So if we are ranging in this area and you are coming down, let me change the color, make it whatever, blue, which is the real thing. Then what you would do is from here, you just find a bottom and then go up. Even if you're coming here, it is breaking the higher high. And then, so let me explain what structure is again in a different way. So, okay. So when we talk about structure, yeah, any time frame that you're on, do you know about time frames though, by the way?
Yeah.
So time frame is any time that you're on. If it's 5 minutes, you realize that the chart moves up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. How do you know that the chart is moving up, down? It's like a candlestick. The structure of the candlesticks tells you we are moving up, down, up, down, up, down. If you are in the 15 minutes too, it is the same thing. You see the chart would move up, down, but you must see it clearly moving up and down. You see, it has to be clear. You see here, like from here to here, it wasn't moving up. It was side, 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 side. You see, so for structure, what we are saying is we are trying to follow the movement of price up and down, the ups and the downs. That's all we are looking for. So for example, if I should take you to the 1 hour, right? And we walk down the charts. Yeah, so let's say we're going to walk down the charts, okay? So we'll walk down the chart, we will see that from here, for example, here, we came all the way down, and we see that we've gone all the way up. We came all the way down. We see we came all the way up, and we dropped here. Do you understand? So you see that it is clear, down, up, down, up, down. Do you understand? Now, you realize that for most of the part, from then, we went something like this. We went something like this. Like here, 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 and then there. So this whole place, we call it ranging or sideways. This whole place. So when we are ranging, we are not in any form of structure going up or coming down. We are only going sideways, we call it. So, for example, if we are following structure, we are following structure either by the structure coming down or by the structure going up. So here, if it's ranging, let's make it red for the time being. And then if we are going up, you can clearly see that we started from an uptrend, up, up. Here and here is the same thing. So we can just leave it here and put it there. So here, coming down, we do it purple. And then going up, we do it blue on the 1 hour. Yeah? Okay. And then ranging, you see, because it is ranging, I have put it in red. But what we want to say is we are ignoring ranging by saying that if we find that we are ranging, all we have to do is to move the lowest trend, the immediate trend, we move it to cancel everything. It's just one. Do you understand what I'm saying? So rather than going up, down, we move it across as one. And then the uptrend which started, you see, because we broke this level in the uptrend, now when we break that level, the uptrend has started. So we move it up, retracement, up. You see, here, we can also clearly see that we were ranging here again, in this range. Do you understand why? Because we came from here to the top. We came down here, went up again. Do you understand? So here could have been the red. Do you know? I mean, and then before we dropped off. So because of we have this range up and down, what we'll do is we ignore it and put this thing, excuse me, and put this thing here as one. Or we can let it come here to top as one, ignoring this part and bring it to the last. Excuse me. Bring it to the last. And now, so this, if we are coming down, because we broke this low, now we know we are in a downtrend. So in this case, what then happens is that you take your thing, you come from all the way to the bottom here. And then this is purple. This is purple. Do you understand? And because it is purple, you see that we had a range here. If you look very, very carefully, we have another range here, which is from, let's say, something like from here, and then here, the bottom here. If you notice, if you look, you see. So we broke that range here. So what we'll do is, if we have this purple and we are drawing it still, we have to bring it all the way to the top here. And then there. Do you understand? Or there. Why? Because if we want to draw it, let's take the red thing again. And let's say we want to draw it, it will be something like this, that, and maybe this. And that's what we want to ignore because we want to ignore this. So this, we move it to the extreme, and then this would have been the red. Extreme, we move it to the extreme, and then we drop down. So when we drop down, you see, we drop down all the way to the bottom here. Why? Because you see, you would not get any retracement coming back. So all this thing is in the downtrend. Now you can see that when we also got here again, we were in a range again. Yeah. Do you notice that? And that range would have given us this range. So would have given us this, that. So what would we do? We have to extend this, the purple. Oh, sorry. Let's do this. We have to extend the purple there. And then we get it to the bottoms here. Doesn't make sense. So now, alternatively, even if when you broke here, you can say that you've broken, so this is purple. You can say that you broke the lows, so you could go back up and then here. Does it make sense? All right, so all I'm just trying to say is where we have a ranging, we ignore the ranging and then we continue with the structure. Where we have the ranging, we'll just ignore the ranging, continue with the structure. When we have the ranging, we ignore the ranging and continue with the structure, something like that. You see, so what, and now let me explain what a higher high, higher low is and a lower high, those kinds. So for example, if we are coming down, right, what happens normally is that it comes down and then it goes back up. It comes down and then it goes back up. And then it goes down. So where we start the drop, let's say after we've come up, we've gone on a higher trend, say like an uptrend, and we're coming down, for example, we have something we call where the initiation started, the impulse. We call it the inception of the trend. The inception of the trend is where the previous trend ended. You realize that before the previous trend ends, for example, imagine we were from here all the way down here and we came up here, right, which is blue. Yeah, you realize that before we even go up here, we might possibly would have come something like, this is the lowest, and then, so that's the last, low we got to before we finish up there. So we are waiting for the trend to break this low. Once the trend breaks this low, once the drop breaks this low, then our downtrend has started. If it doesn't break the low, our downtrend has not started. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here, if we are coming down here, we can more or less say that this is inception. This is what we call a lower low. Do you understand? So here we'll call it a lower low because it is lower than the latest low that we had, lower low. And then when we retrace, we move up, this becomes what we call a lower high because it is higher than the latest low because we're going down. So this is a lower high. Yes, and then we move lower. So this is lower, the new lower low, because it is lower than this low. Go back. Clone you. Lower low. And then when we move back here, or somewhere there, we have what we call another lower high, because it is higher than the lower low. Do you understand? And then let's say we move here. Imagine that this is even clearer low. So imagine we move here. You see, so this is lower than, but you see here and here is the same equal high. So you don't want to come back there because we've started ranging. That is why it is best to move it as this becomes the next lower low, which is this one. Clone. Oh God. All right. Oh God. All right. You see, so from here, you realize that this was our lower low in this trend. When we broke that level, do you understand? We started going up. Do you understand what I'm saying? We broke that level, this level. See you there?
I did, yeah.
So when we broke this level, you know, see all along, when we come down and we come to a lower high and we come here, we don't break the level. We don't seem to break the level. So we are continuing in the lower trend. Now, when we got here, this was our lower high. When we broke the lower high, the latest lower high, when we broke it, boom, we've started going up. And the up that we've started going, we have impulse. So this is our impulse, which is called, and then we go to what? A higher high, higher high. Do you understand? And then we came back on ourselves. So when we came back on ourselves, we call it a lower high. It's a lower high. Is it higher low or something? Lower high, yeah. It's a lower high. So this one is a lower low. So this one is lower low. And this is a lower high. Oh, so this one is a higher low. Sorry. This is a higher low. This is a higher low. Yeah. This is a higher low. And then the next one up is a higher high. Do you understand? When we got to this higher high, we did not come down. You see, so you see this higher low has been broken by this one. You notice that. So then we are back into the lower low again. And then we retrace and then we came down, boom, into the lower low. So what I'm just trying to say, I'm just showing you this. That's the concept that people use. You don't even need this higher lows. If you understand structure, we don't need this. So all I'm just saying is now the assignment, what the assignment is saying, the assignment is trying to make you recognize structure on various time frames. So what we'll do is we'll go to the 4-hour. And when we go to the 4-hour, you see, you know what, let's squeeze it down here like this. And then in the 4-hour, you can see, we'll just do maybe a couple of parts and then you can see what's happening. So for example, in the 4-hour, let's say we've started from somewhere like that, all the way to like there. We retrace there, we continue there. We could decide to come. As you see right here, you see, this is not a lower low. But let's say we come here. Do you understand? That is the 4-hour. Let me paint the 4-hour light black. Do you understand? So when you have the 4-hour this way, what you want to do is, because we have a clear swing, 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 and then a swing. So this possibly can continue further down because it's not breaking this level. Do you understand? So what I want you to do is you want to do 1, 2, 3, 4 trends, minimum 4 trends. So this 1, 2, 3, 4 trends. When you do the 4 trends, go to that place and copy the link for me. Do you understand? When you copy the link, now go into your Word file. So let me go and find the template and show you what to do. Template. The structure, okay. So go to somewhere like the Word file. Let me make sure that I've got this right thing. What is the template? The structure template. Yeah. So what you have to do is when you come to the word file, can you see the word file? See? 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 See?
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah, you did see the word file.
Yes. Now this.
So if you do the 4 hour, just copy them and come and paste just the 4 hour. Okay. Now let's go back into the. And so after you've done this, then come back into the thing and then go into the 1 hour. When you go into the 1 hour, you see that the chart becomes like huge because the 4 hour is big. Now you would take the same thing and then coming down, you see, can you see? Can you talk to me? Can you see it?
I can see it.
Yeah, and then because I want to make sure you're on the same page with me, so you have to talk to me.
I am.
So,
It's delayed.
and then
It's a little
stretch
delayed, but I
down,
see.
up, down. Why did I do this? So then in the 1 hour, going down is what? Purple. You know what I'm saying? Why did I do, you see, from here, I did not come here. I moved straight here. Why did I move straight here? Because this part and that part is on the same level. Boom, and I came down. Now, this was the lowest low. So when we broke those level, that level, right? When we broke that level, I can go up. Or we can say that the trainer started going up. So let's pick this. We can even come here, come down here, and come up. And then you make it blue. Okay. Now from here, you see we are in the sideways. So this sideways, what we could do is we would come from here, there, somewhere like all the way there, and then this low. Oh, we even have more room to go, so we can still continue. So this is purple. There. You kept going down, so like there, and then there. Okay. Do you understand? And now from here, you think of start going into the uptrend. So from the here, uptrend is all the way somewhere there, there. There is almost the same thing, so you can go straight up to the top. And then that's blue. Did it make sense?
Yeah.
So now when you've done the 1 hour, you see the 1 hour covers a lot of place. So then you come and then you copy this one, go to the word, and then you go and type 1 hour under the 4 hour that you done. And then you paste it. Oh, sorry, I've copied the wrong thing. So just copy the link. Let me come and paste it. And chat. Now you have to go back and then move the chat and then copy the rest. So here we'll copy this one. So we'll move the chart this way and then continue to copy. You understand me? And then go back and go and paste it under it like this. Boom. And then go back again to the chart like this. And then copy the last one. Copy the link and then go back and paste it. Control V. So that is the 1 hour. Now the next thing to do is the 30 minutes. You understand? So in the 30 minutes, and I'll send you the template. So in the 30 minutes, what you have to do is go back to the charts again and then scale it down to 30 minutes. Yeah. Normally we'll do 15 minutes, but let's say 30 minutes is what we're going to work with for now. And then you go to scroll all the way to the left. This is our inception, right? So all we are looking at is 30 minutes. So here, what would you do? You will start by drawing the 30. You see, this is the 30-minute structure, clear. So what you will do is pick this one, that 30-minute structure. You see this low and this low is the same. So you can go to the top here, come all the way here. You see, come all the way here, somewhere there. Let's see how far it goes. So we can come to the bottom. And the 30 minutes, when you're going down, you make a red. Yeah. So all the way somewhere there. And then we'll continue there, there. Do you understand? So here, we finished the 30 minutes. You see, we almost broke the structure there. So we can just go back up and say in the 30 minutes, we have an uptrend here, here, there. And that one, you color it green for the uptrends. And then the downtrend, you see, we can have some small structure here on the 30 minutes. So the 30 minutes is smaller, very, very, very smaller. And then that becomes red. You understand? And then we have an uptrend here. So you see, those ones are very small. Here, here. Even if you want, you can come here like this. And that's green. You understand? And then you come all the way down here as a drop. You see this whole drop here, here, and that's red. You understand? And then you come from here, some like here all is kind of funny sideways. So possibly it looks like we are still in the 30 minutes drop. So we can come here and then give it a drop here. Do you understand? Before we start going into the uptrend again on the 30 minutes. So yeah, 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 yeah. Here almost like the same levels anyway. So you could just okay, let me just I'll correct it now. Let's see, so here we'll go up here, here we'll come all the way to the side. And then this one and then up. But even that one is almost the same level. So we could almost say that. Let me just take off and then do it again. So we have something like this. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's the same thing. So let's say so you can say this is the same as that. As that. This is the same as that. Do you understand? The color should be green. Goes 30 minutes. All right, then we are coming down. When we are coming down, you can see that it's a huge drop. We just drop straight. So this drop is just one line like this. Just one line drop. And so you can color it red. And then we had an uptrend on the 30 minutes, which is small like this. Boom. Some like this. And then to the top. That's green. And then we dropped again. You see, so that's a huge one drop on the 30 minutes. Boom, that's red. And then we went back up again on the, so something like this, something like that, to the top, green, right? And then, so you see the 30 minutes is quite small moves. And that's where we make the money. So you can come all the way to the bottom here, there. I'm not sure what's happening to the left here. So this red, and then we start going up again. There's something like this, and then to the top, there's green, and then we dropped hugely again. Boom, boom, all the way down to bottom here. So that's red, and then let's do this. Huge. There's green, That's red. And then boom. That's green. Do you understand the thing how they do?
Yeah, I understand that move.
Yeah, okay. So here to here to here to there to drop. That's red. So I'm taking the pain to go through this. So then you see here, even here we can continue down because you can clearly see that we did not break any. So here like that. You can come all the way here and then come all the way here. The bottom here. No, which is red. Now we're going back up again. So green. So right. Boom, something like that. And all the way to the top. That's green. And then here to the bottom. So this will be red. Because and then we start coming up again here. So you trade these things piecemeal, Vegas. That is green. And then look at this one. I'm like this. Okay. Let me take this off. Yeah, to the top, yeah. To the top, yeah, yeah. All right, so this one is red. And then you can literally continue here, 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 all the way. You see, so here, it's almost the same level to here. And then you can continue all the way to the bottom here. And then we're going up. Here, here, there, there, there. I think it's green. See, it's not even finished. So, but you see this level and this level is almost like the same before we moved up. So we just sideways to that way and then up. Okay. Now that we're coming down. So we are coming down again here. That's red. And we're going up again. So almost like this and then up. It's green. Then we had it one drop. Boom, like that. That's red. And then we had a huge run up because we didn't have the retracement. Let me check something here. And then this huge run up came all the way down here. Retrace, boom. So this one is green. You can. So here, 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 that's red. Okay. And then here itself, you couldn't find a clear retracement here, so you could come here and go. So that's green. Continue with a green. Like this. Something like that. Well, you see, so all this area, you see the same range, so you bring it to the top here. And then you continue with a downtrend. So that is the downtrend. Boom. That's where we are now. That should be right. So now, once you've done it this way, you realize that, you see, this is the 1 hour trend line. This is the 1 hour up. This is the 4 hour. So you go all the way to the back and you start taking the links. So this on the 30 minutes. Then you take the link, go to the Word file or wherever you save the information. So 30 minutes, you paste the first one. Answer. Come back. and then you scroll it down. You understand? You scroll it, take the next portion all the way. So you've taken everything. You understand? So you come to the word file, boom, paste it. Back to the charts. And then you scroll. Do you understand? So that's all you're doing until you've done all the this thing, the links to cover all the pictures. You scroll, boom, and then you save it, you submit it. That's all. All right, so that's it. I will send you this very training thing. If you have problems, what you do is just start with one. Do the 4 hour and do just the 1 hour structure and send it in. Let me see how it looks before we can continue. And then once we've fine tuned it, because what I was doing with Adam was that we had to teach him like step by step. So once he got it, then I told him that he should submit at least 2 a day out of the pairs we had. So the pairs that we had or we are going to do as follows: gold,
Hello.
oil. Can you see my screen?
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello. Onui, I can hear you.
Onui.
Onui.
Okay. No, me okay. The me okay. No, me submit to a day.
Yeah, no. So what I'm saying is, first that you submit. I want to see your 4 hour and your 1 hour first. Do you understand? And the things that we're looking at is the following. These are the charts: gold, US oil, GU, GJ, Euro GBTP, Euro USD, Euro JPY, USD JPY, and then US30. These are the charts. And so you start with gold and just do the
Hello.
1 hour. You start with gold. You do the 1 hour and the 4 hour and submit that in first, and let's review. Okay.